Welcome back to the channel. It is Thursday the 2nd of April and it's a new week and a new month. And following on from last week's episode, with the sales being in the gutter, we've actually brought in 50 grand worth of sales this week, which is an excellent start to the month, and I hope that it is a sign of things to come. And it was long overdue because, as I said before, the sales were really on the floor. Couldn't have really been much worse, to be honest with you. So, with all the work that's going on behind the scenes, hopefully we see that come to fruition with new business coming in. Positive on that note, we've got a few site visits on the card today. So as I said, we've got an LED sign up, as you know, but we've had a wee bit of an issue with one of the neighbours across the road. Now, he is complaining that when the light turns on at night, that it's shining through his window. So he's been in the office, he's not a happy guy, he's not best pleased. So we proposed putting a timer in, maybe click on now about whenever it gets dark, maybe 5 or 6 o'clock, it'll click on and it'll turn off about 10 or 11 o'clock. And he said, nah, he's still not happy with that. So we're in a wee bit of deadlock because I'm not, I've invested a lot into this unit. The location is important to me, I'm trying to make the most of advertising the business. So I'm not willing to completely turn my sign off. I don't know if I'm being unreasonable. I'm trying to find a middle ground with a timer. Hopefully maybe we can come to some agreement with that. I think, coming on at 5 or 6 o'clock and turning off about 10 or 11 is fair. We'll hopefully find a middle ground on it. And we've got the power tools moved now as well. Now I know it's not up to much yet, so we will be investing in new tools. So we've got healthy stuff now. So we do use the Healthy fleet management. Been tied into that for about 4 years. That is coming to an end at the end of the year. I'm looking to probably return the tools and then just invest in sort of DeWalt stuff. What I'm finding is the Healthy fleet management can be quite expensive. We're finding guys are still going to hire a lot of power tools and equipment, which we're really going to need to plug in that because it's costing the company a fair bit each month for just hiring in, stuff. And the reason we've not went out and bought loads of tools is because we've got the fleet management. But if we want to add more tools onto the fleet management, we need to add on more cost to the monthly fee. And right now we're about 600 quid a month or something like that. And then we've obviously hiring stuff on top of that, so we're probably like over £1,000 a month now, just in power tools. So that's something that we need to address. Oh, they're busy. She's busy. We won a re-roof today. Yes, it was a good one. We did, great.
Yes, it was a really good one. Nice family as well that we're in, so we get to work.
So that's the first re-roof we've won in the last 2 months. So it comes in threes, Yes. Obviously I'm recording for the YouTube today as well. So Aileen's back from sunny Portugal and she has brought the sunwear. And it's Thursday and we're off for the long weekend as well. As you can see, the sun is splitting the sky up there, isn't it? Are we needing a blackout blind as well then, as much as the guy across the road?
Yes, I think so. It was an earlier on.
How's the office been today?
Good today actually.
Aye. Busy?
It is quite busy today.
We're
getting them in.
Which is strange because usually when the sun's splitting the sky, we see it a bit quieter, and then when it pours down, so obviously the phone's non-stop, innit? Alright, I'll let you into the bank then, Aileen, and we can do the
payment.
So we're finishing Thursday today, we're off for the long weekend, so we'll do our payment run today, and we're back into it on Tuesday next week.
Even if I have to, I'll print it off and I'll come and hand over it to you this afternoon. Do you know what I mean?
Can't beat that for service, Steph.
50/50, no guy, trying to just get it the cheapest one possible.
Right.
Just a strip detail, it's a slated roof. Doesn't matter roof line, just the gutters I've done not that long ago. So he'd already had a couple of quotes. He's getting another guy coming this afternoon at 2:30. He's going to make a decision tomorrow.
Aye.
So
we're finding that a lot, aren't we? Like people are getting 3, 4, 5 quotes. Paul is on the phone to Hilty.
Aye, it's kind of misleading when you're renewing the tools that you're taking it out for another 4 years. Obviously it wasn't made clear to us, but if you're renewing the tools, if they're lost or stolen, then we're tied in effectively for another 4 years. If we're paying for these like 7-8 items, then we want to get them renewed, but we don't want to get them renewed if we're carrying on for another 4 years just on these separate tools in the full policy. If you want to do that, that would probably suit a lot better. If you want to pop into the office, then we can try and iron that out.
So,
he's pretty much...
want us to renew? Aye, you want us to tie in for another 4 year?
Aye. So you've got to come in Tuesday and we can have a chat and see if it's worthwhile or if it's...
Yeah, really, better Paul is a good dealer, I'll be good. What Paul was saying there on the phone, he was saying it was misleading. So we did a stock check of all the tools that we had, and there was a number of tools missing and batteries missing. And how to do when they replace the missing tools, you need to pay like a discounted fee, which is obviously fair enough, but they then tie into another 4 years. Lost, I say, for example, like a grinder, and we had to replace it just now, then it would kick that grinder on for another 4 years. So that's the issue you've got with it, as well. If you do lost some tools, during the contract, then they just tie into a longer deal.
So we just had a client in this morning, so they want to go ahead with a re-roof. So this is a 30-35 grand re-roofing project. So I'm going to show you about and what we're doing just now, because we've obviously not got a showroom set up just now. So this is like a wee demonstration and what we do. So when they're in, we'll obviously have the quotation printed off and pictures of the property. We also have selections of tiles and profiles that they can choose from. So this is something that we have from Scotland. Shout out to Scott for these decorative features in lead. You can see there how good these turn out. Some of these might get favoured more than others, but some excellent work. So things like this is obviously good for clients that come in, they don't know what they want. We've got selections of tiles. Once we get the showrooms, that will be night and day. We'll have big displays, etc. Always good to get them in, have a chat with them, run through the full quotation. Good win today, and hopefully more to come.
Say, big man, enjoying that in there?
Don't know what to do with it. How's this thing work?
I'm going to get the camera back half a minute for that.
No. Don't worry, I've got a good few bloopers for you. Aye, for you.
I'll just edit them out.
Aye.
This is a strip retail, lead both chimneys.
Millimetres.
Flashy kit on the Velux, with 95 square metre. No gutters, no roofline, no down pipes.
Tiles? Oh, like the high end's probably like 12 and a half.
Yeah, I went fucking...
Where'd you go?
I went 12 and a half.
It's not my first rodeo. Not my first rodeo. Did you get that on that camera there?
See, you're the only second person that's turned up in the signed van. Everybody else has kind of been in white vans.
Aye.
So,
How many quotes did it?
he said he'd had about 3 or 4 or something like that.
Turned up?
Aye, and then he had another guy coming this afternoon at 2:30.
Aye.
So that was one of the
He said he was going to make a decision tomorrow. I just seen him about an hour ago.
So this is how fast we're turning stuff around in here. We're going to see clients, as quick as possible, and then we're getting the quotes sent in. It's a matter of hours in a minute how quick we're getting the quotes in. And we're seeing a lot of work.
Aye.
Many jobs we've seen out there, about 40 or something like that.
Aye, minimal.
40 minimum.
So
it's not as if we're only we're just managing to turn the projects around so quick.
some of those jobs have got multiple quotes on them. You know what I mean?
Lord Super will see you now.
Come in, have a seat, you're fired.
I'm fired.
You're fired, you're sacked.
Fucking on the flare if I was sacked.
Was that your email you were in there?
Aye.
Right, okay.
And then you just
And then
send
just
it
send
a
it-
WhatsApp.
send it
Aye.
back.
So that will create like the PDF for it.
So just en route to the first site visit today, and it is back to the city centre project for the previous episodes. I think last time I was there the roof was just getting signed off, and I sort of showed you the rendering works that we were going to be starting, so that is kind of well underway now, and we're on to putting the acrylic top coat. on the walls. So it's my dad that's carrying out the rendering. He is a roughcaster and renderer. That is what he's done his whole life, and that was sort of my introduction into the sort of building world, or the building trade as such. And I didn't do my apprenticeship with my dad, as I've touched on before. It was with a local roofing company, but I did kind of go out and do a bit of labouring to my dad when I was still in school. I would maybe go with him at the weekends, you know, now and then, and I would do a bit, even for my skills test. With the roofing skills test, it used to be slate and tiling and cement work, and it's not that anymore. But with the cement work side, the rough casting side, I didn't get much experience doing that during my apprenticeship, because it was a roofing apprenticeship that I had done. So you get the odd opportunity to do it at college, but on site I didn't get to really do much rough casting. So when my skills test was coming up, I would get into the sort of garage with my dad, because obviously he wasn't going to let me rough cast somebody's house when I wasn't a rough caster, and I would, you know, coat the inside wall, the garage. It was breeze block, and I would hit it, and that's how I sort of learned to rough cast and pass my skills test. You know, it definitely helped, so it did, with the cement work side of it. And the skills test, for what I believe now, it's very, very watered down. Don't know if they're just trying to get more people through or make it easier, but I do wonder if that will have a sort of knock-on effect in the actual quality of tradesmen in the future. Caught in the act, look, he's caught in the act. Just couldn't help yourself. Couldn't help yourself. Snack fan Paul. He's called that for a reason. A protein shake. So we're actually here at the city centre project, and it's funny because my wife is parked right in front of us. Let's see if she's got a parking ticket. So she's paid for parking for once, so have I, and hopefully so is Paul, because we don't want to be getting free tickets in here. There's a first. You usually just whack that in the company account, don't you?
Learn from your mistakes, last time with you.
So I said, Kaylee's parked in front of me around there, I'm behind her, you're in here. Well, we need an hour, half an hour.
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
That's a good job.
Oh, on that note, you can pay it if you get it.
Okay, let's go.
Rolling. Right, so we're 3 levels down for the top deck. This is the existing render. This has all been hammer tested. It is absolutely solid, so it is, but we can just see just how deep some of the stains are, and the reason we're doing this is more for aesthetics, you know, rather than this render actually being defective. I believe these were built maybe 20 or 30 years ago. That will be the original system that's on it. So it's just giving it a complete freshen up. So I was up to the tap dancer now, and as you can see, we've got some top coat on. I'll just talk you through the job. So when the rendering team started, we would hammer test the full wall, and when the team's tested it, it has been rock solid. The whole wall, absolutely solid. So we called Greg from EcoRend to come out, and he gave us his recommendations and what to work with. So what we've done is we've carried out a full fungicidal wash to the existing render. Once that's been applied, we have then come out and applied the EcoRend primer. Now we're on to applying the acrylic top coat, and as you can see, we've got the top section here just about done. Hopefully have this done in the next kind of couple of weeks. Hopefully the sun stays out. That being said, Storm Dave, hear about it? When I was coming here, I heard on the radio, Storm Dave set to batter Scotland with 90-mile-an-hour winds, so we better... Well, the sun's got its hat on for a day, one of the better days today. The weather's to take a turn over the weekend, so hopefully next week the sun's back out and we can get cracking on with the rest of it. Back down the scaffolding. Okay guys, I'm just about mid-level here. I'm just going to show you some more of the staining on the render. As you can see, it's took quite the beating. We're speaking to the rendering team now and we're short a top coat, so we're going to need to order more top coat up. We're going to send another squad out to push the job on a wee bit more next week. We're hoping to get it done for Friday, weather permitting, with the additional bodies on it. There's your 15 minutes, give you the time that you needed. Well, there you go. That one's going to come out your end pocket, mate. Not happy, look. Day's ruined. Oh, he's coming to laugh at me. I could get a double dunner here, but since my motor's there and the wife's motor's in here as well, she wants me to have a ticket.
Come on.
There's no room for negativity, mate. Not this company. Kaylee's away, look, my motor is fine. No luck, my man. So aye, Paul should have paid for the hour. Like me, they get 15 minutes and we're probably up there for about 30 or 40, so you don't get much grace period with the parking attendants. So they're out in force. So that is the city centre project site visit done, and I'm now on my way over to Dennistoun to see how Ross and the team is getting on with the large re-roof project that I was out at in some of the previous episodes. Now, rendering team was a bit camera shy there. Old man wasn't too comfortable with getting on camera. It's not really for the sort of older generation, and it's not for everybody for that matter. We're speaking to them, they need a bit of backup out there. It's a lumpy job and there's only one squad on it, so we're going to send out another squad next week. Give them a bit of reinforcements. We'll send Peter and the team out, and that way we'll hit the job a bit harder.
Okay, let's go.
That's us back at Dennistoun. You've already had your lunch.
Fuck off.
How was your concert?
It's good, mate, aye.
Have a few babies?
Aye, well, enough.
How are you feeling now?
Aye, alright, mate, aye.
See, at least he put a couple of days in for his night out. You need that, don't you, at this age?
6 by Nico.
Restaurant?
Went there, a few drinks, and aye, that was it.
Hydro?
Game over after that.
Aye. It's the Verve that he was seeing. Very good?
Aye, it was good, mate.
Aye.
Aye, it was brilliant, man. To be honest, I didn't think it'd be that busy, but it was
Mobbed?
mobbed.
Aye. How were you the next day?
Oh, damn, mate. Dying, man.
Aye.
One of the lads that was seeing me come out, I was like, right, it'll get out. Taxi home. Gonna get a taxi anywhere, know what I mean? So, it was
Aye.
2 o'clock shot by the time we get in.
Well, that's in Glasgow and Ross is for sort of Ayrshire way, ain't you? So it's a bit of a trek sort of is through. You may as well as getting a hotel, mate.
I know, that's what I said, aye. It was cheaper, I know.
Aye. That's good. How are we getting on it here anyway, alright?
So, mate, aye. Scaffolders dropped the scaffold today.
And I take it we had to top up quite a bit of tiles.
We've loaded up 2 pallets this morning.
Right.
So, we'll probably need about another 2 bands or something.
Aye, because the spec was to reuse the existing tiles and then just top up any defective or broken tiles. So
Aye, also we try to keep as many as we could stripping it, but you'll always lose some.
aye.
You know what I mean?
So we're doing about an extra 200 tile, roughly.
About 280 or something.
280.
Aye, 280.
So it's about 28 square metre or something. We were sort of shorty, and the roof's 200.
Aye, just over 200.
Aye. So not too bad to be fair. No, we've saved a good portion of the tiles, salvaged a lot of them. And we've got the anchors getting tested out here as well. Roof anchor here, Paul. So there is the one-stop access. We're not yet to test them.
No, not yet, mate.
Not yet.
Get this done. Get the screw in at the front. Then the lead bay. Then that's it, mate.
Aye.
Get the ridge on, then.
Bay's getting replaced. So that was an extra because we looked at the condition of that lead bay. On the spec for the job, there was only one bay getting replaced.
Only one, mate, aye, but when we stripped it back, obviously that's where a lot of the sarking work was getting done, the timber work, so stripped it back, it was only going up the roof like an upstand of 40 mil, do you know what I mean?
Aye.
So it's no...
It would be crazy to go to this extent of getting everything done and then leaving that in.
That's how we kind
Aye.
of pointed it out. Nah, I reckon probably by next Friday,
Next
mate.
Friday.
We should be out of here.
Aye. Then we can go into replacing that after it. Think of that building there, Paul.
Aye, shift or two in that.
Follow that down for 2 days. Wouldn't you?
Couple of shifts, man. Yeah,
Aye.
yeah. Paul, have it in for an overhaul.
Well, shifts, get the check, pick it up.
Lead skews in here now. The guys have raggled the wall out, so they've cut a chase into the wall, and then it's just a case of getting the lead sealant in. There is still a bit of tidying up to be done with some of the render and some of the stone here that needs pointed, but as you can see we've got the code 5 lead skews in. So we've got the copper ring shank nails fixed into the tile batting. Now I know in England that they use soakers quite a lot, so if you're English and if you're down south and you might use soakers, but in Scotland we will set a big upstand, so the guys will have their counter batting and their tile batting under here, which you can see slightly there as I pull that back, and then the lead gets dressed up and over the upstand, and then they'll mark 50mm, they'll strike a line, cut their tiles to come over, and that's the way it is done in Scotland. And it's the same for slating. However, when you're slating a skew in Scotland, you would get slaters Dublin, which is a smaller upstand than tile battens. The same, it's a 50mm overhang, and that is hand cut with a slater's knife. The tiles need cut with a still saw. So this is the lead bay that has been added on as an extra. This wasn't in the initial scope, but as you can see, it's seen better days. So this is getting fully replaced now. And what we'll do is we'll go over and show you the other side that Ross has just finished. We've got our leads around the chimneys as well. Again, this has all been rendered and keyed. And this is our brand new code 5 lead bay. It's all been bossed to a finish. So in Andy's jobs, he's been doing a bit of welding. This is all hand dressed over the bottles, and you can see Ross has got a nice, sharp, tidy finish around the bottles here. And there's a bit of an art to it, so there is in getting the lead bays. Not everybody can do them. Tricky to dress if you're not doing lead work each day. It's a bit more advanced than your standard sort of skews in your valleys. See, we've got the mason's mortar completely finished on this side as well. Again, the skews are in. What we'll ask the guys to do near the end of the project is to give the roof a once over again, go over the patination oil, clean the whole job down, make sure everything's looking spick and span. So you can see with these tenement buildings and the sandstone properties, they actually have a ledge that comes out, and the gutter actually sits on the ledge. Now it will be screwed in at the back here, but on your sort of standard residential properties you would usually have which is called a fascia board, and the gutters would either get screwed into the fascia board, or if there's no fascia board you would have which is called a rafter arm. But because say these tenement properties have these stone ledge, the gutters actually just sit on the ledge.
I'm Josh, been at Essence.
The first year apprentice?
Aye.
First year apprentice, so you start in college then as well, and you had CITB out, didn't you?
Aye.
And what college are you going
to? Paisley.
Paisley College. Have you enjoyed most on it?
The lead.
The lead?
Aye.
Everybody seems to like the lead, so do they?
Aye.
Did you get a good bit of tiling as well, just showing how the tiles get done?
Tiled all the most of the front and then done the back as well.
Aye. Just see they're all getting nailed and clipped as well.
Aye, that's that.
So aye, Josh will be going through his 4-year apprenticeship. So he's at the start of his sort of roofing career. So as we want it to sort of start somewhere.
Aye.
But well, that'll be good to get you to college, mate, and so you just stick in. And, you know what I mean? Anytime you get an opportunity to learn a bit, or
Aye.
you guys what are doing, just get stuck in.
Aye.
It's the weekend now, so what you get planned at the weekend?
Going to the caravan with my girlfriend and my wee brother and sister, Craig Tara.
Craig Tara, aye, yeah. If anybody's at Craig Tara this long weekend, Easter weekend, look out for young Josh, episode about on Sunday. Dun, dun, dun. I'm about to jump in the cars and get back to the office, and we've clocked it, somebody's been using our skip. As you can see, there's bags of plaster in it that aren't theirs, so they've dumped their old dust sheets, bonding, multi-finish into the skip. And this is what you're up against, you guys in the trade, just coming by your job, just chancing it. And what can you do? We've got the Harris fencing on it, and that's actually all plastered as well. So whoever's actually been working here has made an absolute mess of the street with the plastering, and then they've just dumped it in our skip. Just doing a wee bit of homework on the school that's across the road from the job, and it's Golf Hill Public School, I believe. And a Google search, it looks like there was some planning in to actually get the school demolished, but it's a B-listed building, I believe. It was built in the early 1900s. But it now looks like they're going to be getting converted into flats, according to the news article that I read. But there's some job in restoring that because it does look like it's sort of on its last legs. So that is us done at the Dennistoun project. Getting there now, mate, getting there now. Not too happy about somebody, I want to call it fly tipping in my skip and then making an absolute mess with the plaster all around it, but that's what you're up against, you know what I mean? That's guys in the trades, can't even dispose of their own goods, so they just use somebody else's skip. I'm heading back to the yard now anyway. I've got 10% battery in this camera, so I'm going to need to buy a spare battery, I think, because it's not lasting me a full day, or at least it lasting me at the point where I can go out to at least 3 sites. But it is Thursday, we're off and we're back to it on Tuesday. And I said I'll use that as a chance again to round off episode 6. We're getting there with them now. The weeks are flying by, such is life. Home the night to start stringing the episode together myself, so I've been doing the sort of editing myself, and there is a lot of time involved in it, so I take my hat off to anybody that's been doing it for a long time, because the real time of, you know, making these videos, so what I'm finding out is in the editing of them and piecing them together. So as always, I appreciate the likes, the comments, all the subscribes. Keeps us going with the videos, and it's good to know that, you know, people are enjoying them. And I'll see you next time for episode 7.